Hi, I'm Sean Donovan. Okay, I'd like to share with you the most important information out of anything I could ever possibly tell you. But first I want to share with you a personal story to drive the point home. Years ago I lost a very close coworker. Her name was Kathleen, and she died a long and painful premature death at age 36. You see, Kathleen lost her second battle to cancer. She was one of the most incredible women I've ever met. She was the kind of person who always had a smile on her face in spite of whatever might be going on. She showed up to work early and stayed late. Her customers loved her so much that they would go out of her way to write letters of recommendation and praise. Kathleen didn't drink, she didn't smoke, and she lived a relatively healthy life by most American standards. So what caused her to get cancer not once but twice and ultimately take her life at the ripe young age of 36? Well, her tragedy inspired me to do some research and to spread the word about health to others. In fact, I wrote a book entitled Health and Happiness, an Owner's Manual for the Mind and Body. And there's a whole chapter in my book dedicated to Kathleen. It's my hope that through the information I'm about to give you, I'll prevent you from ever having a tragedy like Kathleen experienced. Now, what I learned from Kathleen's tragedy was that without our health, nothing else matters. I mean, you could be the best parent in the world. You could be the best salesperson or a successful business owner. But if you don't have your health, none of that matters. That's why this information I'm about to share with you is so important. Without this information, nothing else I say matters at all. So here we go. I'm about to share with you the top 3 tips to dramatically transform your personal health and wellness. Because a healthier you is a happier, more successful you. Number 1, think good thoughts. Everything originates with our thought. Now you might say, Sean, that sounds a little hokey. How can thinking good thoughts improve my health? Well, let's look at it this way. Our thoughts control how we live our whole lives. They control our dreams, our goals, the jobs we choose, the relationships that we enter into, the food that we perceive and put into our mouth. Starts with thought, and then that translates into the size of our waistline. It also controls our physiology on other levels. When we think about a delicious meal, what happens? Our mouth waters, our stomach growls. When we think of a scary thought, we get goosebumps and our heartbeat accelerates and that fight or flight instinct kicks in. When we think of a sexy thought, we may get physically aroused. So thoughts are powerful things. Now, how does thoughts control our energy level and our health? Well, think about this. When you're having a bad day, you might naturally hunch over. When you hunch over, when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling the weight of the world on you, that hunching motion puts a kink in your lungs and it keeps you from fully oxygenating our lungs. Now, what's the number 1 fuel source that our body runs on? It's oxygen. And if you don't believe me, try holding your breath for a few minutes. Now, this oxygen gives us vitality and life. It also detoxifies our body as well as we exhale. So when we're sitting upright, when we're proud, when we're in love, when we're having a great day, we're getting more oxygen. Therefore, we're getting more energy. More energy leads to more productivity. More productivity leads to more money in the bank. More money in the bank leads to more success and more happiness. Now, the very simple act of smiling has been scientifically proven to release hormones and endorphins in the body that can naturally eliminate stress and depression. So I say to you, what kind of thoughts are you thinking on a daily basis? Are you thinking positive, happy, successful thoughts or stressful, disempowering thoughts? Change your perception on it and change your thoughts and see how your life changes dramatically. Number 2, hydration. The most important element in the world other than oxygen for your body is water. In fact, water is so important that it's NASA's number 1 criteria when they're looking for extraterrestrial life. The Earth is comprised of 70% water, and your body is also coincidentally supposed to be 70% water as well. Do you have a garden or any houseplants? What happens if you don't water your houseplants for a few days or a few weeks? They wilt and shrivel up and ultimately die. Same thing is true with our bodies. Our bodies rely on water to detoxify themselves. The body's detoxification methods are breath, urine, sweat, and bowel movements, all four of which rely on water. Our body also communicates with electrical signals. Our brain sends electrical signals through our nerves to all of our organs, tissues, and every cell in our body. These electrical signals are conducted by minerals, so it's important that you drink a good mineral-rich water. I happen to love Fiji water. Fiji is also an alkaline water, and alkalinity is very important because the body's natural pH is supposed to be 7.4. If you're drinking a lot of coffee and soda and eating a lot of processed foods, you're very much acidic. Interesting that research shows one startling common denominator in all cancer patients, and that's that they all have an acidic body type. So the best way to alkalize the body, since we're 70% water, is to drink alkaline water on a daily basis. Keep a bottle of water close by. Don't ever let yourself get thirsty. Cut out all the soda and garbage that you might be drinking otherwise, and focus on getting quality water into your body. Here's the minimum amount of water you want to drink on a daily basis. Take your weight in pounds, cut it in half, and those are the minimum amount of ounces that you need to drink on a daily basis. A better formula that I follow is to drink 1 liter of water per 50 pounds of body weight. So a 150-pound person would need 3 liters of water per day. Number 3, movement and exercise. We were not meant to be sedentary creatures. Historically, man through evolution has had to go out and hunt and gather and search for his food. He's had to work and produce and perform to survive. But now we have such comfortable lifestyles, we have technology that keeps us sedentary. TVs, computers, desk jobs, cars, we just don't get enough activity. Now we have this system of tubes in our body called a lymphatic system, and that is essentially our body's septic system. And unlike the cardiovascular system, the lymphatic system lacks a pump like the heart and lacks a muscle like the diaphragm for movement. This lymphatic system relies on us to move, to flush and move those toxins out of the lymphatic system. If we don't move, we stagnate. And when stagnation occurs, guess what? Toxicity follows. Now this lymphatic system connects all the cells in the body. We have about 6 times more lymphatic fluid in our bodies than blood, so it's important that this is constantly moving and constantly cleansing. Now I know what you're saying, but Sean, I don't have time to exercise. I don't have a gym membership. I don't even have any gym equipment or running shoes. That's no problem. We've designed some easy, anytime, anywhere exercises that can get you up and active, literally anywhere, anytime. Click on the next video to watch a few of these easy, anytime, anywhere exercises.